This is so cool.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another vlog. We are having a spooky night. We are having a spooky night tonight. So we're painting some pumpkins. We have some Halloween cookies baking in the oven. We did takeout, so nobody has to cook tonight. And then we're gonna watch Coco while we're eating dinner. And we're gonna have some spooky cocktails because spooky night is not complete without a cocktail.
We've been doing this for a while. We've been probably doing this for like 5-6 years. Christina and I started this a while back before we even thought about having Lennox. We used to always go pumpkin picking together, pick out pumpkins, go back home, and paint our pumpkins and have a competition and put it on like our Instagram and have our friends vote like which one was the best one. I won one year.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to see if I can find some of the pictures and I'll put them in this video just so you can see. Lennox started doing it with us the year that he was born. We actually bought some paint, gave him a small little pumpkin, and we let him finger paint it. Did he do it last year too? Are you eating your pumpkin? Yeah. Lennox, don't put that in your mouth. So the first year we had Lennox, we let him finger paint a pumpkin. And then I believe last year we did it as well. So this is his third year. A little more enjoyable, but a lot more messy.
I know, but I gotta wash your hands.
He painted his hands, his face. We were sitting on our dining table and Megan had to put a towel over the chair because we have like these cream fabric seats. I don't know why we decided to go that route, but we did. But yeah, she had to put a towel over the chair just to make sure that he doesn't get it painted.
We have matching PJs. Matching PJs. Right?
My face.
Yes,
your
you got paint on your face because you're a rebel and you know you can't be told what to do. Matching PJs, I think we've done it for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Since we had Lennox, so going on 3 years, yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, since we had him.
My idea.
Her idea. And I got suckered into it.
Takeout of choice is Chinese food. We have some shrimp lo mein and spring rolls. Not the healthiest, but YOLO. So while Lennox is watching Coco and wrapping up his dinner, I am going to make myself a spooky martini. I found this recipe on TikTok and I want to recreate it. Later, I just finished putting Lennox down for the remainder of the night. He is sleeping, and if you guys notice, we transferred him to a toddler bed. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a little overdue. I've been saying it for the longest that we should transfer him. You gotta admit that.
Yeah.
I also think that it's good for him so he can feel like a little more independent. It's scary because Lennox is a very curious kid, so I can see him.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Yeah. I think I should fire the cameraman. Fired. Lennox is a very curious kid, so I'm nervous that he's going to try to like come out the room. But I also gotta give my son trust, right?
Yep.
And his independence, so hopefully it turns out good.
We finally got him to sleep during nap time, and how we did that is we removed his mattress from the crib and we put it on the floor and we just let him lay there, and that actually helped him sleep. So he's been taking 2-hour naps since I think we started that Tuesday. During the nights it's a little different. So before, like I said, we used to just put him in his crib and he would put himself to sleep. When he started protesting bedtime, what we were doing was we were sticking with the same routine, but we were leaving the room and letting him cry it out. Sometimes he was crying for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Crying for 2 hours wasn't it. You know, I know people are gonna say, oh, they have to cry it out. Like you have to allow them to like self-soothe, and I get that aspect, but I really think like he was scared. Like I felt like he was scared of something.
Yeah, so because we felt like he was scared, we started staying with him until he fell asleep. So we would put him in the crib and then we would lay down on the floor next to him. I think the first night he fell asleep within 10 minutes, but then again, he was overtired. I think he was just exhausted. When we started doing it more, he was taking longer to fall asleep. So sometimes we find ourselves up there for like an hour.
My son's a creature of habit. If he can get away with it, he will.
If you didn't see it earlier, this is Lennox's pumpkin. I made another drink. This one isn't the spooky drink. I didn't have time for all that extraness. So we're gonna watch Goosebumps and we're just gonna wrap up our pumpkins.
I know you guys remember those books. If you're like a 90s kid. I don't want to age myself too much. That was my book of choice.
I don't think I read the Goosebumps books.
What? Who are you?
I don't know.
Things I learned 16 years later.
I remember that I never read Goosebumps books.
God.
I
just Love is Blind, I would have picked you.
Any horror movies that I remember from the 90s or TV shows that I remember from the 90s.
Tales of the Crypt, you always mention
Tales of the Crypt, because I was like so scared of that. I probably am still scared of it, to be honest with you. I don't think I will watch it. And I love horror movies, but I don't think if they came out with a remake, I will skip that one.
He was creepy though.
It was a he, I thought it was a she.
Was it?
I don't know. Is it a he or a she? Comment below. Are you afraid of the dark?
I was afraid of the dark because I never watched that. Do not ask me to go to see a horror movie because I will not go. Do not ask me to go to a haunted house because I will not go. I will not go.
She will not go. I'm a horror, comedy, and rom-com type of girl.
And I'm like an action, superhero, and what do you think? Mystery. We're definitely opposite.
But my favorite thing is
horror.
No, see, I loved horror before.
You still love horror.
I like horror, but I can't watch it. Ever since we moved out here to like Carajo land, I can't watch it.
The Boondocks?
Yeah. I tell Megan all the time, when we used to live in the city, I had to worry about the thugs. Now I have to worry about like the serial killers.
This is what happens when you have one drink.
I literally had to have just one drink because I had to do bedtime tonight. If you don't know, me and Megan, we switch off every other night as far as like bedtime. So when she's doing the bedtime routine with Lennox, I have to clean. We can't like rest unless our downstairs is decent. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it has to be spotless, but it has to be decent. That means like the kitchen has to be fully clean, no dishes in the sink, floor has to be vacuumed, Lennox's table, high chair, our table has to be wiped down, and toys have to be put away. Yeah, it's a struggle, y'all.
Nothing against anybody that doesn't do it every night.
I know, if you don't do it every night, power to you.
Power to you. For me, it's like my mental health. Like I can't be in a mess, because if I'm in a mess, my mind's in a mess.